What's going on? How is everybody doing? Give you a few seconds to get on, give you a little bit of vibe. So, welcome to Sunrise Thursday special edition with Mr. Pineapple. That is me. We got some things to talk about. I think this has just been the season of everybody getting their health right, getting their mind, body, and soul right, getting their spirit right. Oh, my flag keeps falling, so please don't pay attention to that. So I'd like to also introduce you to also my co-host. You haven't been seeing them. This is Maxwell the Pineapple. This is actually the guy that keeps me level-headed and grounded in my whole podcast. So, without further ado, those who don't know me, my name is Terrence Ramses, the CIO of the Royal Blossom Company, also the host of Thursday Night with Pineapple. And I'm originally from New Jersey, West Indian, Caribbean background of U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. And the brand's mission is to restore, build, and create. To restore all the wealth and resources that have been lost in our communities, to build up the youth and children that are coming behind us, to create a unique commonwealth of like-minded entrepreneurs to put them back in their God-given purpose and talents. And our brand values is to be fun, spirited, and passionate about everything that you do. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and give you some brand updates. Okay? Let's see here. We're going to go ahead. First of all, you want to go ahead and go to the website, Royal Blossom Company. You can go ahead and scan this QR code, and it'll take you right there. So it's www.royalblossomcommunity.co. So royalblossomcommunity.co. It'll take you right to our website. We got some amazing promotions and deals going on. So let's talk about the new wear. Okay, we got the ladies. We got some special going on. Electric lemonade. Okay, look at electric lemonade. So let me go ahead and pull that out for you. I know I've been talking about it on the last few lives. So we got the electric lemonade right here. Okay. We got that. The Razorback electric lemonade. And we got also the purple one. We're going to go ahead and go to the purple one called the Lavender Blooming Rose. Okay, so you can go ahead and scan that QR code and go right to the website right there. Nice and light. So when I did check this out, the white is it's a lighter fabric than the black ones. However, I gotta increase the weight of this because it's a little see-through. And we don't want your you know what I'm saying. We don't want that sticking out. We don't want that to be very revealing to the community. So we're gonna go ahead and change that. Okay, that's one of the things that I point out about my prototypes, which is a good thing. So, gentlemen, we got something for you. We have two more other colors. So we have the Oasis Blue Sea, which is this one as well. Nice shade. This is a large. We can keep yours at this GSM fabric weight. We're gonna have to increase the other one. So let me get the Caribbean based rhythm for the guys as well. So we have also the Caribbean based rhythm colors as well. So the women, you will have this as a razorback as well. So this one is also $30. So we might come up with a special promotion where you can get a few different tank tops for a certain price. And then we also have a red, black, and white one called the Dragon Culotta. Okay, called the Dragon Culotta. So I just like to get creative with my different Caribbean vibes or whatever. So I like to chop it up a little bit because it's about health and wellness. Put a little bit of drinks in there, just to have that little island feel, to have that West Indian feel, to have, fellowship feel, to have a vacation vibe. So go ahead and go to the website, scan this code. If you're watching a replay, scan this code. It'll take you right over to the website as well. So we also have the golf the golf shirts. Okay, we have those. Okay, these is on pre-order. All this stuff is on pre-order now. So you want to go to the website. This is going to be coming out for the summer. This is the summer gear that's going to be coming out. This is some of the summer gear that's going to be coming out. Okay, so you want to go ahead. I'm going to show you a special video on that in a minute. So also we have some Royal Blossom socks that's available too for pre-order. So you want to go ahead and go to the website. 3 for $20, 1 for 11 bucks. So go ahead and scan that code and get you right to the website as well. So we also have this, the Sweet Cayenne Jazz by V Red. This is the gray and purple polo. So we got this one too. Okay. Got that right there ready for pre-order. I'm going to definitely do a women's version of this. It's going to be a lighter purple. Okay. So we also still have our We Are One jacket. So what happens is you pay $109. You pay $109 and you'll get the t-shirt for free. So all sizes is available right now from small to 2X. So go ahead and get your orders in. Okay. So upcoming news and events. So let me go ahead and play that special promotion video. Okay. This is Pineapple here at Top Golf. Out here doing some amazing things, fellowshipping with the brothers. However, I want to talk to you briefly about this amazing polo shirt that I have. Working on some new things, some casual wear, some golf wear. As you can see, red and black, red Spanish, red pineapple, golf club. As you see, this shirt is going to make you stay focused with purpose, with mission, and vision.
Oh, he did that. It's the shirt.
Pre-order yours today. www.royalblossomcommunity.co. Out. Absolutely. So you want to go ahead and get your order in. We got the LinkedIn shirts going on. So to my older gentlemen, we got some casual wear for you. You go ahead and get your orders in. Medium to 3XL, we're gonna do those too. Because we know some of you guys, you need some space, you need some air. So we're going to go ahead and get that in for you. So upcoming event this Saturday, okay? This Saturday, we're going to be at the Empanada Fest at Perry Harvin Park from 12 to 8. So come over there. We got some specials, okay? So you want to come out here. So they're going to have Jamaica, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Panama, Dominican Republic. You're going to have Ethiopia. You also going to have Trinidad and Tobago. You're going to have Nicaragua out there. So you're going to have all these Spanish and West Indian countries out there about the Empanada Fest. This is going to be something huge. It's going to be something big. I am personally excited. So we're going to have some specials coming out there. So we'll definitely have some specials on the bomber jacket as well. So we'll have all this items that I showed you. We'll have that on for display. So you'll be able to go ahead and pre-order it there. And we're going to also have our $15 t-shirt deal, and we're going to have our $5 tank top deal. So what happens is all my tank tops that I have on, like this one, that whatever is left that's on clearance, $5. Everything I go is $5. Okay, $5. So you got $5 in your pocket. Load up. We're gonna hook you up with all different shirts. We got some couple of jogger sets left. Everything is going. We just making room for the new inventory. So, without further ado, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the nuts and bolts about this amazing podcast. Okay, so let me show you a special video, because this lady has changed my life for the better. I've been able to piece my life back together by eating better, eating cleaner. Just changing my lifestyle helps me with my value system as far as my spirituality. What I've been putting in my body, and things that I needed to change. But I want to show you this legendary video from a few years ago. I'm gonna show you this. I got my own pineapple brand muffin.
Yeah.
So so I'm the first man in history to get his own muffin line, and then I get phone calls after that. I got a lot of phone calls after that. You know, I especially from a good friend of ours. Since she's in the health and wellness, Latasha. She was on a podcast a few months ago. She called me soon as that video was posted. She called me the very next, not the next day. She called me within that hour. She's like, man, I need some more. I need some of those. I'm like, okay, you got it. So let me show you some of the meals that I've been eating. You know, this is one of the meals that I was. These are some of the meals that I eat on a daily basis. You know, they got the legendary grilled cheese. You got the your sweet and sour stir fry. Then you got the legendary teriyaki stir fry as well. So man, I've been so blessed, and just being able to get my overall appearance back in order, because I was stressed at that time when me and this wonderful lady had met at that time, and I was in a dark place. I said, you know what, I just need to do a whole 180 with every aspect of my life, even my diet. Even my diet wasn't bad, but I just wanted to change it for the better. So tell you a little bit about this lady that I'm about to bring on. She's an entrepreneur. She does so many things for the community, getting people's right. She's a health coach. She also is a chef, mother, grandmother. She does a lot of different things. She's out here, telling her testimony about, everything that she's been through in her life. But we want to welcome her on and give her some praise and give her flowers and things. And we're going, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and bring on Miss Kosi Talkin. What's up, lady?
Hey, Pineapple, how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I can't complain.
How's your day going so far?
It's going pretty good, pretty good. And
Going,
you?
everything's good. Getting this stuff going for these productions, man. I was kind of a little long winded because I had a lot of updates for the community. You know,
I know, I know.
and it's good because you're the first guest that's coming on during the day.
I heard, I heard. I'm glad. I can't do them late nights. I be trying to go
Yeah,
to
you
bed.
said, yeah, I had to change up a little bit because everybody coming here, they come to this podcast with special requests. Okay, it's okay.
Hmm.
So, because Adam, he made a special request. He was like, "Yeah, can we do ours in person?" I said, "Yeah."
Oh, I know that's right, Adam.
I said, "Okay." It was pretty fun. Like the background, the ambience, and we was able to do a lot and talk a lot about different topics. So I was
Yeah,
excited
that was
about that.
nice though. Yeah, that was nice. You got to change it up a bit.
You gotta change it up just a little bit. You don't want to be all
Hmm.
boring or whatever. So
Right.
tell
Yeah.
everybody a little bit about yourself, where you from, and tell us about your health journey over the years.
Whew, okay. Well, my name is Kosi Tompkins. I am from Charlottesville, Virginia. Moved from Maryland, DC, the DMV area. I think I've been in Florida about 8 years or so. Came to Florida to get my health together, and it's a warmer climate. My health journey. Whew. Well, prior to my car accident, my health was pretty good. I had a pretty balanced diet. Pretty much ate, what I want. I went to the gym in the mornings, 5, 6 in the morning before I went to work. Had two full-time jobs to take care of my kids. I was a single mom. Real family oriented with my mom. I have two kids and grandkids. So we did a lot of family time. So my health was pretty good, but then I was in a bad car accident in, I want to say, 2015, that changed my life. So after that, It shut down my work, my going to the gym, and my life changed at that point. So
Okay.
from there, everything changed.
Okay. So tell us about your car accident, and tell us a little bit about your health journey as prior, not prior. What's the word I'm looking for?
After the car accident,
After post. I'm sorry. Post after.
before the car accident,
What happened?
Um, so I can tell you from what I can remember. The car accident was, I remember I was taking my son and his wife home to West Virginia, and on my way back home, I want to say I was driving a Ford Explorer, and this car got over in my lane, and he hit the passenger side of my truck, and my truck spent like four times, and I ended up facing oncoming traffic. Nobody else hit me, but doing that spin, my body kind of shook in the truck. I was probably like 130 pounds at the time. I know I ended up pinned in the truck. My hands, my knees was pinned under the dashboard. My head hit the window several times. And when I woke up in the hospital. After that, I had probably six back surgeries. They had to put a spinal cord stimulator in my back. Went in my back several times to put percutaneous leads in. I got over 200 shots in my neck. I had to have knee surgery. Um, I end up partially paralyzed on my left side. I end up on 18 different medications that I had to take in the morning and at night. I was also bedridden. I end up gaining weight. I think by 2017, 2018, I end up at a weight of 290 pounds. Um, so my body changed. I ended up with edema in my feet. So I couldn't wear regular shoes. I had to wear Crocs because my feet was just round. I was on a walker, cane, devices where I needed help walking. I couldn't take a bath by myself. I couldn't get out of bed by myself. I needed assistance in everything that I did. I had a dog at a time, and I would try to let my dog out to go to the bathroom. I would try to stand up, and I would literally fall to the ground. So I had several bruises and things like that. I think you might have a picture of me. The medication changed the color of my face. I never had things like high blood pressure, diabetes, or anything like that. But all the medication it gave me high blood pressure, diabetes, um, all those things that you can think of. Also, because I was suffering from severe headaches from hitting my head, they end up giving me Botox shots in my head, and it activated my asthma and stopped me from breathing. It was like maybe September 1st, so I stopped breathing. I end up being rushed to the hospital, and they brought me back. And when they brought me back, I ended up with liver disease at the same time. So I went through that from 2015 to like 2018, 2017, 2018. At that point, I was at the 290. The doctor, they just kept giving me medication on top of medication. So I end up being manic depressed. They said I was bipolar. I was stressed. I went through a series of wanting to kill myself because I didn't know what was going on. They sent me to a bariatric center because they said I was obese. Well, come to find out, I wasn't obese. I was just inflamed. So I talked to several doctors, several counselors to try to figure out what was going on. And I got to a point where I just started praying and trying to figure out what what health help what can I do on the health side to coincide with the medications to change my life. And then I talked to another doctor, and they was like, I wasn't going to survive in the DMV area because it was just too cold. I either had to go to like Arizona or Florida.
Mm. And when did this occur?
It started in 2015.
So about itself for the last decade.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's see the couple of comments in here. Miss Faith, my beautiful daughter, you can do all things through Christ who strengthen you. Okay. Then you got Denise says Kosi. Yes. And then she left some sunflowers in there. Got you. That makes sense. The crazy thing is like what was your family saying about you, you know, your appearance and like what was people how were people treating you and all of that when you was like 290 pounds?
I really didn't go anywhere. I couldn't go nowhere. So you know, I suffer from, I try not to say short-term memory loss, so I don't really remember what everyone said and did. My kids, you know, my son was still in school, so when I had back surgery, he would clean my bandages and go to school. My daughter was working and my grandkids were young. So other than getting transported back and forth to the doctor for support, I really don't remember.
Gotcha.
I mean, I
Well,
had, you know, some support, but, you know, I was bedridden and getting medication and, you know, getting food, you know, people cooking for me, but I didn't really have a big appetite either.
got you. Got you. So what made you move to Florida and say I'm just starting over?
When I went through the phase of wanting to kill myself, actually, and do forgive me because this is not easy. You know, I put a hole in the wall. I would bang on the dresser, and then I realized I have two children. Being my son was getting ready to be an adult, and my daughter was an adult, and I was very proud of her because by then she had her own child, and you know, I had my mom, and it was just like, well, wait a minute, you know, I was a hardworking single mom at one point, and I raised my kids. And then I look back and I was like, wait a minute, I'm the matriarch in my family. I cannot go down like this. And I was sick and nearly dead. And I didn't want to be, you know, be that person. And I'm like, wait a minute. I had to make a pivotal decision and say, when the doctor said, in order for you to survive, Florida or Arizona, I was like, you know what? I saw something around New Year's on TV about, you know, relocating and things like that. And I made a decision on that Monday that I was leaving that Friday. And I called my mother and I called my daughter and I was like, you know what? Instead of me letting them kill me with all this medication and stuff, I'm leaving. I'm leaving to get myself together. By then, I had already moved out the house I was living in, moved into an apartment, and I think I had started my journey of looking at different things like wheatgrass, miracle cleanse, turmeric, and started my detox from the medication. But here's the thing, on all that medication I was on, you can't tell nobody that you're going cold turkey on stuff and stop taking your medication because they can put you in a nut house. And that's the thing. When you start taking so much medication and narcotics, I was on everything known to man.
After a severe car accident
And I still have
that
all that
led
medication.
me to 290
And
pounds.
people do not believe
Look at this. Ridiculous.
that I was on all that medication.
All this medication.
I still have it because people's like, no.
Look at that. Look at that.
At 290,
You
I
know
didn't
what?
have
I'm
weight
sorry.
loss surgery.
Look at that.
I
Look at
actually
this.
did the work
Look at this.
to lose the weight without weight
Freaking
loss surgery.
ridiculous. Look
I
at that.
got me some wheatgrass.
I mean, like,
I got me some miracle
just
cleanse, and I got me some turmeric. and I started detoxing. And then I started looking at each one of those bottles, and like, okay, so for this, what can I eat? For this, what can I eat? And I started doing a log. And it wasn't about losing weight, it was about feeling better and being happy. When I lost 20 pounds, I was elated. I was over the top, like I did it. But I didn't tell nobody. I went cold turkey on meat, meds, and dairy because I didn't know where to start. And I just kept it to myself. And they was like, "You take your medicine today?" Yep. I would take them pills for the day and flush them down the toilet. And I kept getting the refills. And then I moved out the house and I moved. And I was like, you know what? They was like, "Oh, you starting to lose weight." Yeah, I'm walking, doing a little bit of exercise. And then only way for me to get out that trap and that dogma of feeling down, depressed, and starting to feel better was to relocate. So I was like, "Mom, I'm going to Florida." And so I left. And I came to Florida. It was the best decision I ever made. And people say, "Where you from?" "Florida."
Gotcha. So what is your diet consisting of? Speaking of diets.
Um, strictly strictly plant based. I mean, I used to do just like the plant based, and every once in a while I'll eat some salmon. Now when I go overseas, um, I will eat some fresh fish, but over here I won't, and that's because I had a bad experience by going to Publix, getting some fresh salmon, and I'm an investigator, and when I investigated it, it had little worms, and I was like, never mind. So I stopped eating salmon because it just started not to taste right, even though they say it's fresh, not frozen. So I stick with my lentils, my chickpeas, my peas, my black beans, my fiber, almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, grains, quinoa, Brussels sprouts, spinach. That's pretty much my diet. Sweet potatoes, purple rice. I don't eat no white products, no white sugars. I use agave. Me and my mom, we transfer recipes of different things. She sends me different recipes, and it may have baked chicken. I'll do everything but what I'm saying. But we pretty much, like that. But I don't eat any meat at all.
Okay.
I'm strictly plant based.
It's funny when you say, the food is different overseas. I knew that because, I got family in the West Indies and things. And
Right, right.
when I say I went to the Bahamas, I met some people that know some people that I went to school with. And
Hmm.
I'm saying when I was in Coco K, I mean, it was so much food. It was like, even if it was some fried food, but it just tastes way different.
Right, it tastes different.
And I'm like, I already knew I was loading up. I said, I got me a salad, another salad, got me some French fries.
Right.
I was just loading up. I was eating
You
in
know
bottles
it's
like every
different.
45 minutes to an hour because I was on vacation. I didn't
And
care.
then you don't get full. Like, even though, I was eating, I think I don't know if I was in Rome, and I might have been in Spain, and I got like some fresh fish and a salad and something else. And you was full, but not full, like when you eat here, and it was a big difference.
Yeah, it's a huge, huge difference. So it's
Hmm.
good. And I was like, man, I'm eating good on this boat. I was eating so good on the boat flight.
Right. Hmm.
Even the pizza, you eating that on there.
Right.
I
Because it's fresh. I mean, they make, like in Rome, they make their tomato sauce. They make their pasta. They make it every morning. They don't have anything left over. And their refrigerators are like this tall.
yeah.
And they don't have freezers. They don't freeze anything, or any refrigerator this tall. Right. And come on now. And then over here, we have 50 known products that's not even legal over there.
50. It's probably more than that.
I mean, now it's probably more. I mean, their ketchup has 3 ingredients. Ours have what, 100? I mean,
It's like no, it's about 10 to 15.
Yeah,
It's
good ketchup
like
has 3. I mean, what we doing?
it has a lot of sugar in there. Too much
Right.
sugar in anything, especially specifically Heinz ketchup specifically has the most of it. It's like
Mm-hmm.
sugar content is about like a half a bag of like dynamo sugar. It's a lot.
Yep.
It's a
Way
lot.
too much.
And the crazy thing about that is when you eat over there, that was bowel movements is different. It's clean. You eat, you feel fuller, and then when your mental clarity is different too. So
Right.
when you eating different, it's nothing. I would say this: there's nothing wrong with eating meat everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Meat here. This what
Right. Exactly.
this is what the problem is because I seen recently, like when you go to Walmart or Costco's or any of those places like that. So what they do is you like say if you got chicken on the shelf, what they'll do is they'll take the rotisserie chicken and they'll chop it up into pieces and then sell it on the shelf. They'll just keep reselling it until they get rid of it.
Right. Yep.
And you don't know how long that chicken really you don't know how long that chicken been sitting there. So it's been sitting
Exactly.
for a few weeks, and
Yep.
then come to find out with the meat on the shelves. So the meat on the shelves got like dyes in there. So
Mm-hmm.
dyes to cover up the pus, the bacteria, the virus,
Mm-hmm.
worms, and all that stuff. So
Oh,
when you
my daughter has gotten a steak and she cut it a steak open and had, the big tumor and stuff in it. I'm like, no, I
yeah,
can't.
yeah, it's not that stuff is not good. And you know what? And a lot of people don't realize that where like when you eat those type of meats and stuff, that's contributing to insulin resistance. That's contributing
Right.
to
Yep.
sugars and all of that. So when you say
Mm-hmm.
you like type 2 diabetic, and you may have cut all the sugar out, however, your body is breaking that meat down as a white sugar. So it's like the
Right.
so it's not. It really wouldn't even make a difference. So a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people A1C is like at like 8.2. It's because
Mm-hmm.
it's because of your meat and chicken and pork intake. You know.
Correct.
So once you change that, get that out of your system, because that stuff you're supposed to really eat in moderation. You're not supposed to eat it every
Correct.
day around the
Mm-hmm.
clock. See, in the black community, I know we got all groups of people are watching. So what we do in our community, which is not good, we like to put meat in the rice,
In the greens,
in the greens,
the black eyed
in the
peas,
black eyed peas, in the dressing. And
right? Everything.
so let
In
me
the
tell
soups.
you, in the soups, I gotta have my neck bone. I'm like, okay. Cause she was going, let me tell you, I had to stop her from making me cabbage. I said, ma'am, please don't make me no cabbage because and
I remember.
she was pressing me about. I said, ma'am, please don't make me no cabbage because I'm gonna get gassy. Last time, I ain't saying it's not good, but I just get
I
gassy
remember.
every time I eat cabbage. Not my cabbage. All right, fine. She makes me the cabbage. Tastes the same. Believe it or not, tastes the same. As you know when Big Mama used to cook the cabbage and collard greens, her collard greens are amazing, just as good. They ain't have no neck bone, no turkey necks or turkey legs, no pork in there. So I ate it. I didn't have that problem. I said, okay, you can remake me some more now, cause I'll eat it. I don't have a problem. It's just when I was eating it from you know ladies, the ladies, they got the soda bottle arms. When I was eating it from them,
Stop
no
it.
disrespect. When I was eating it from them, not saying it wasn't good, but I was just gassy. I was really gassy. Like it was bad. I was like, oh no, I can't be passing gas around,
But
walking.
now you see, you can eat cabbage with no meat and it tastes good.
Tastes the same. It tastes actually
Right.
better. Like actually tastes better like that. And the with me specifically when I like if I did try a rib or two, or if I did like eat those collard greens or eat the cabbage, I would feel my I'll feel uneasy because I feel like my blood pressure was going up because the
Mm-hmm.
sodium content in there, because they put, black people these like season, and then the sodium content that was already in the meats already. So it was like your blood
Right.
pressure going through the roof. So when you see a
Mm-hmm.
lot of our elders that have blood pressure
Right.
eat, it's the soul food that they're eating. So soul
Right.
food is
Right.
slave food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I wanted to ask you another question. So what is the difference? Because a lot of people get them confused. Because there's a lot of different context to it. So what is the difference between plant based and vegan?
So plant based typically refers to a diet centered on food derived from plants such as fruit, vegetables, whole grain nuts, seeds. A plant-based diet doesn't necessarily exclude all animal products. It's often, emphasizes eating more plants while minimizing and or avoiding meat like dairy, eggs. It's mainly about the choice on and health benefits rather than you know okay, I'm not going to eat this, I'm not going to eat that, I'm not going to eat this. Now, for me, I don't do dairy, meat, or eggs, and I don't do no animal products. And for me, I just add on the lentils, chickpeas, black beans, the um, peas, and fiber. But pretty much, it's just whole grains, nuts, seeds. Now, vegans and though I use vegan products like, my deodorant, my soaps, my toothpastes, I don't consider myself vegan because vegans, if you a true vegan, vegans is a lifestyle that goes beyond diet. And most people who say I'm vegan, no. Vegans avoid consuming and using any product which includes food like meat, dairy, eggs, even honey, clothing like leather, wool, silk. It goes beyond,
Mm-hmm.
you know, leather, wool, silk, and products tested on animals. Veganism is often rooted in ethical consideration, environment concerns, and animal welfare. So that's the difference with plant based and vegan. So if you're a true vegan, then you don't wear clothes and you about animal welfare. So that's the difference.
Okay.
So a true vegan is they don't eat honey, their clothes, they don't wear leather, wool, or silk. That's a true vegan.
Gotcha.
And then plant based. So that's the difference.
Okay. So yeah, she's right about that. Also, um, I will add to this: vegans are very conscious of what people put in their skin.
They are. They are. But well, both are. Both are very, I'm very conscious of
Mm-hmm.
what I put. That's why I said my products are vegan, like, vegan plant-based. Like my soap, I use native plant-based soap. I use like my deodorant is plant-based. So if it's not plant-based, it's vegan because they don't make everything plant-based.
Mm-hmm.
I use vitamin E oil. I don't use no like my soaps are plant based. My everything is one or the other. I don't there's no in between. One is one or the other. But some things you can't get plant based, you have to do vegan. So it's one or the other.
Right. Yeah. Here's Jackson. She says my vegan friend will not accept anything from your home if you consume animal products.
And people are like that. People are like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's true.
Yeah. 'Cause my deodorant is hello. My mouthwash is hello. My soap is native. Yeah, it's a process. You
Yeah,
got to
it's a
get
process.
there.
Yeah, it's a
But
process.
my clothes are not vegan. So, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even go down that line and say, oh, I'm vegan. I am plant based. I'm not going that far. But no, I'm not into harming animals either. But for my mental, I'm not going down that road to be like, oh, I'm vegan, and then you end up in this whole, whatever with, animal welfare.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, yeah.
And oh, pineapple, where you get your material from? Is it vegan?
Say yeah, a lot of my stuff is like it's economically friendly.
Yeah, and that's what we go for,
Hmm.
So yeah.
So I mean, it's a good point.
But I don't consume I do my best not to, even like with my oils, I do my best not to consume any animal. And that's for health reasons. That's how I got here, is because of my health.
Yep. Yep. Let me see. Which I said aluminum free products only. I agree. Aluminum tear you up. What aluminum tear you up?
Yeah, I don't use aluminum anymore. I use the parched papers, and I don't, I have glass containers. I don't even use plastic anymore. But it took time, and guess I've been doing this for 8 years. So it took time to get from, I don't even use the microwave anymore. So it takes time to get from, I don't like leftover foods, you know. But it takes time to get from A to B,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, I still eat leftover foods. I'm still building my business, so I'm still eating
Oh,
leftover.
no, that's fine. I know it's fine. But I remember when I met you now. So I remember
Yeah,
how you look when I met you. So you come a long way.
I have.
So it's okay. As long as that food healthy.
Yeah, I wasn't. I ain't have really a bad.
And you cooking now. That's a
Yeah,
plus. You
yeah,
cooking for you cooking for you and my nephew. So that's a plus. So I don't mind but
yeah. I try to cook it as stuff. Try to cook as healthy as possible. And
mhm.
some people be thinking that I'm crazy because they see my like when they go in the bathroom. I got organic toothpaste.
Right.
I got the
I know
charcoal
they're like,
toothpaste.
what's going on over here?
Look, it'll clean all this out right over here.
Right.
That toothpaste clean all
Right.
that.
Right. You got beard oil and you washing your face. I'm like, what you doing? Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it's funny like when because a lot of the problem I have with dentists they don't tell you because all those stuff that you see at like Walmart or CVS and Eckerd and Rite Aid, depending on where you go to get your toothpaste. I don't get my toothpaste from those places anymore.
Right. I don't use
I get my
super
toothpaste.
fluoride. Mm-hmm.
We don't do fluoride no more. They need
Right.
and you're gonna say that's safe. It ain't safe. It's in
It's not.
the container. Trying to convince you to safe. Like, hey, you want to sign this paper? Yep, I'm gonna sign it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So when I brush my teeth, I feel better. And then it was times that I had cavities. It was a couple years. Well, not a couple of
Mm-hmm.
years ago. It was back in. No, it was a few years ago. I had some cavities, right? So I couldn't figure because I'm not eating sugar or anything like that. So I may have been some of the drinks that I was drinking. So what I did was I fasted too, and I was using the charcoal toothpaste. So
Right.
charcoal
Mm-hmm.
toothpaste. When I gave back and I seen Dr. Grady, that black dude, he's like, oh, I disagree with this. I disagree with this. That is gone. Nope, I don't see none of them
Right.
cavities
What you
can.
doing?
Yeah, just from
Off
the
your
toothpaste.
toothpaste. Exactly.
So yeah, so everything
Mhm.
comes with the cost, and just
Yep.
like Jackson said, it's definitely a
Jackson, yep.
process.
Cheaper products are worse because they cause all type of illness. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Yep, because $1, it costs $1. But
Yep.
man, listen, that's how they get you with
A
saving
dollar
life.
worth of problems. It's
That's how they get you with the
definitely a
Colgates and
process
all that
and not
stuff. I'm
gonna happen overnight. You're
not
absolutely right.
dissing those companies, but they just not. They're not for the best interest of your dental health and your physical health too. So
Mhm.
you might go to the health food store. You see them
Right.
juices with the glass juices that be
Hmm.
$10. You get about 3 or 4
I'm
cups
like
out
I'm
of it.
like this. If you can invest in a purse, a pair of shoes, a pack of cigarettes, a bottle of alcohol to get your hair and your nails done, you can invest in your health. That's how I feel. You can invest in anything outside of your health. You can invest in your health. You get one body. You get
That's all
one
you do.
body.
That's true.
So
You got
You can treat yourself to a smoothie, a healthy meal. You can cook you a healthy meal. It's like people going to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Go ahead. I know you got
Okay,
something to say.
I do. There's a saying in the community now. It say if you still, if you, I see you eating at McDonald's, I can't even trust you now. I can't. I just can't trust you. I can't trust your judgment. This is because it's funny because they got from 2010 till now, last 15 years, even when I was in college, they was talking about this. They was like, we put this cheeseburger here for a year and it still didn't mold.
And
It didn't.
it didn't mold or anything. I came from a family that cooked. My grandma cooked. My mom cooked. I cooked. We came from a family that cooked. What's wrong with these people? Nobody's cooking these days.
Mm-mm,
Everybody going to the fast food. A
mm-mm.
McDonald's meal costs what, $15, $20? You can take that
Now,
$15, $20 and make a whole meal for your family.
mm-hmm.
We know how to cook. We cook. We from the country. We cook. What you mean you too busy? I gotta go to work. But guess what? If you get fired, all they're gonna do is replace you. You put more time in that job than anything. You better go cook. Mm-mm. I can cook. But anyway.
It's funny because when people say they ain't got time or they don't got my biggest problem with it ain't so much the time is they were worried about price. Okay, like meaning cost. So they'll go to Chick-fil-A. Now Chick-fil-A and McDonald's, all of them went up in the post pandemic now. Things is 10, 11, $12 for a number one or a number two.
Let's not talk about
Oh,
Chick-fil-A. All them ingredients in that chicken sandwich.
it's 50 ingredients to be exact. But that's besides the point. We're gonna try to stay focused. I know it's 50 plus ingredients, including sodium dioxide and all that other stuff. So we're not gonna go there. Okay. So people were more concerned about the price at Chick-fil-A opposed to like Fresh Kitchen or Sweet Green.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Green
Mm-hmm.
is a place that I like to go get my salads from. So if
They
I
have good
like to
side.
get a
Yeah.
build your own bowl for about 17 bucks.
Right.
Okay,
Exactly.
I add,
Mm-hmm.
I got all my different toppings. I got arugula,
Mm-hmm.
I got mixed greens, I get sweet
Right.
potato, I get cucumbers, I get some of the chopped tortilla chips, and
Mm-hmm.
I get me personally, I get two dressings because these are dressings that I'm not accustomed to, and they're really good. So
Okay.
there's a dressing called pesto vinaigrette,
Oh
and
yeah.
there's also one called spicy cashew. So I'm like,
Okay.
let me try these out. I went there, loaded up. It was really good. It was nourishing. I was full for the rest of the day. I only ate one time. So, and that
Okay.
salad cost $17. So people will go to the Chick-fil-A line. They'll get them a big old sweet tea, which I love sweet tea still, and they'll get them chicken sandwich, and they'll get
Okay.
them on waffle fries. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and that's be like 12, 13. So they're looking at that $4 difference, but that $4 difference is the difference between their life and their death. The difference
Mm-hmm.
between their health costs. That's the difference between them having a healthy lifestyle and being on those pills that I just played.
Yep.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because it's all those chemicals that are causing reactions in your body that's forcing you to have hypertension, diabetes,
Mm-hmm.
cardiovascular disease, central nervous problems, dementia, all that stuff over time.
Right.
You're eating
Right.
all that. Your LDL is out of whack and all that stuff like that, and people don't realize
Right.
when you're eating all that processed foods. It's quick and convenient, but what's the cost of convenience though, long term?
Right.
Because me
Right.
personally, I don't knock nobody for putting up GoFundmes for their medical bills, but you know, what could we have done to prevent you from getting to that state?
Correct.
You know, because you're giving
Mm-hmm.
the hospital thousands and millions of dollars when you could have just ate that salad,
Yep.
or
Yep.
you could have just ate that
And
smoothie,
prevent it, right?
the
And prevent
smoothies
it,
and apples, oranges,
right?
and
Right.
all that good stuff.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
and me personally, I took it personal for you because people, when I was telling people, certain people, there's quite a few people that I talked to about, you know, health and wellness, you know, because when pandemic, man, Adam was funny about it. He said, bro, you ain't never get the coronavirus and the shot. I said, nope. And I was in front of all those people because I'm like, I changed my diet too. And my,
Hmm.
and I was,
Right.
and then what I was saying is too, you got to make some decisions. You got to
Right.
know what you want to do. You got to make
Right.
a conscious decision. Like, do you want to health and wellness, or do you want to, you know, pay for pills? And like, you want to pay for that stuff. That stuff comes with a cost, and people don't look at it from that person. I was taking it personal because people will come to you. This is because I lost my train of thought. I had to get it back. They will come to this woman when they either sick real bad, have a crisis, or they're terminal.
Hmm.
And she get frustrated with the people. It's like, look, we trying to talk to you, get yourself right before it get to this point. And get to the point, they calling and blowing her. I'm like, hold on, you ain't about to inconvenience me. And we was talking to you about this 4 6 months ago, but now you got that prognosis at the doctor. Now you want to come see me.
Well, right now
I didn't
service.
I didn't see it from that perspective when I first met her. I didn't see it from that point of view. I said, why about we try something different? You know, change our habits, you know, because at first, you know, me personally, I couldn't grow any facial hair. Like my skin was kind of messed up at that time because I was also stressed, and I just changed out my diet and started working out more, walking in the sun, and you know, and my mental clarity came back to me, and being able to make better decisions and clear. Because food is really the fuel for your body, and it does dictate your moods, how you feel, how you sleep, all of that. So a person that has like they can't sleep during the night and their blood pressure high, your spiritual values are out of whack because you can't really talk to the creator because your body is so out of whack. You can't focus.
Yep.
So it is something that a lot of people I want people to understand. And I don't want you to take it personal, but I want you to look at that life, that quality of life when you eating a Chick-fil-A. Your taste buds are satisfied, but your insides are not satisfied. You know, because you can't really focus on anything else, and you're not used to yourself, and let alone anybody else.
Hmm.
So,
That's
I
right.
wanted to, I wanted to ask you a question. This is a good question. A lot of people wouldn't be thinking about this when you know you bring it on, you know, health professionals. What is the difference between a herbivore, omnivore, and a carnivore, and which ones do humans supposed to be?
Well, humans shouldn't be any of them, but
He said he shouldn't
herbivore.
be. What you mean? We gotta be one of the three. We gotta
So
be.
herbivore. I mean, yeah, I guess you can pick one. Herbivores. Herbivores. More the animals exclusively eat plant based foods such as leaves, stems, fruits, seeds, and roots. Their digestive systems are specialized to break down tough plant materials, often with the help of um, microbes. Example include like cow, deer, and rabbits. So cow, deer, and rabbits pretty much eat like leaves, stems, fruits, seeds, and roots.
Okay.
So and they eat plant-based food. So they don't eat any meat of any kind. So I guess I would fall under that category.
Okay.
And um I guess you would too, except for you eat a little bit of fish.
What about herbivore?
Um, that's the herbivore. The carnivores are like the animals. Well, yeah, you said, oh, oh no, that's somebody said something else about crock pots. I thought she was commenting on this. Um, which one? What other one you say? Carnivores. What's the other one?
Hold on.
Can you hear me, pineapple?
All right.
Uh oh, look like you
All
frozen.
right. Yeah, it's a little. Yeah, I can hear you now. It's. I don't know what happened.
Okay. So the carnivores are like the, I would say, I categorize them as like, I say them as the animals. These animals primarily eat meat. And I would guess, they would be like the people who eat meat. Their bodies are adapted for hunting, with sharp teeth for tearing flesh, and shorter digestive tracts optimized for digesting protein like fat. I would say like the animals like lions, eagles, and sharks are classic examples. Now, omnivores, these animals consume both plant and animal matter, giving them a more varied diet. Omnivores typically have versatile teeth and digestive system that allows them to process a mixed type of food. Example include bears, raccoons, and humans. Sorry about that. So I'll say for the where did you go? Are you still there, pineapple? So I'll say for the people, then be more like omnivores, if you can still hear me. Crock pot, rice mixer, air fryer, too many gadgets available.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, there you go.
I don't know what in the world happened.
Okay, so to answer your question about humans, well, most humans, well, I don't know, I can't say whether it's 50%, 90%, or 100. I would say assume most humans are omnivores, and they fall under the category of eating both, meat and plant-based foods like, vegetables and things like that.
Okay, carnivore.
You didn't hear me on that one?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's it. Those are primary animals. Their bodies are adapted to hunting, with the sharp teeth tearing up, flesh, and they have shorter digestive tracts, like digesting protein and fat, like lions, eagles, and sharks.
And I think about that too when you talk about that. Their food, their teeth are different.
Yeah, their teeth are like, a little like fatter at the top and then sharper at the bottom, so they can really get into the different things that they, eat and tear up. Like if you actually watch the show Sharks and you see them like tearing into different things, like how they tear it apart.
Yep, yep, that's true. And if
Hmm.
you look at human teeth, what shit we be eating?
Uh, yeah, more plant-based items. I mean, I don't think fish is bad at all. Like I said, I do eat it overseas.
Different taste,
Hmm.
different taste.
It is a different taste.
So
And
let me
then,
ask.
I would say, to add another thing to that, I think, and I don't have anything against people who eat meat. I just think that you should eat it like baked and not fried to stay away from the greasy foods, and, do like maybe, olive oils and different oils like that. Just make sure it doesn't have a lot of saturated fat in it.
Okay, that makes sense. So let me ask you this. Speaking of saturated fats and people's weight, what's your perception on people coming from a place where you was overweight? What's your perception on people that are purposely obese? What's your perception on that?
So I don't think. So my perception is, I don't think nobody is purposely obese. I think, and I wasn't obese either. Now, even though I was 290 and they sent me to a bariatric center, when I got there, my numbers didn't even meet the obese factor. I actually was inflamed, not obese. So that's another reason I was able to lose my weight and not have all this extra skin and different things like that. So, obesity is a complex health condition, influenced by genetics, environment, lifestyle, and sometimes underlying medical issues. And that's where I was. I had an underlying medical issue that led me to the weight that I was. Prior to me being 290, I was probably 130 pounds. And because they put me on all that medication, I got to 290. So the underlying medical issue, it's not just about weight, it's about overall health and well-being. People living with obesity often face stigma. Like, I would watch some of these shows like the 600 pound and things like that, just to try to get an understanding. But I don't like when I would get videos and stuff like that, because I don't see it as being funny. Those people really have stuff going on, and that's why I look at obesity as a complex health condition. And it's often faced with stigma, which can be harmful and counterproductive. I feel like everyone deserves respect and support, regardless of their size and health status. Like, even when I was 290, I didn't get picked on, judged, or anything. And though I don't know if I ever looked at myself in the mirror, some part of me, I still got my hair done, I still got my nails done, and I didn't go nowhere but to the doctor. But I still kept myself up as best as I could. So, I still feel like people deserve respect and support regardless of their size and health status. And as I said, I wasn't obese, I was inflamed, all due to misdiagnosis and the medication I was prescribed. And that's how I feel about obesity. Because all because of an accident, my life changed. And next thing I know, I was 290 pounds. So I have a different perspective of when I see somebody overweight and in a wheelchair or this or that. And that's why I'm in this field that I'm in, trying to help everybody that I can.
Okay, okay. Well, I like to add to as far as that. I agree when it comes to not just just being a jerk to people because they're overweight. I don't believe in just messing with people purposely, but at the same time, like as long as they ain't starting no issues with you or anything like that. But at the same time, I would say how society looks at that, or just so globally, that's it's just don't they people don't look at that as a person that's disciplined, mentally, spiritually, financially. They
Mm-hmm.
look at it as not trustworthy. Um, people just don't. People treat you differently when you're like that. People. I mean, I'm not saying it's right, but that's just how the world operates.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are exceptions. There's people out here that have certain underlying conditions that may be hereditary, but the
Mm-hmm.
stuff that majority of the stuff that we're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
90% of it is controllable. And what you're eating, what you're consuming, your diet, it can be. Diet ain't just food. It's just it can be content that you're consuming, mental, your people that you're around. You know, you gotta be around people that got similar aspirations and goals, and especially when it comes to the fashion industry, this is one topic we talk about. Like this, for example, like there's some people that was asking me, can I make bigger sizes? Not necessarily for the men, because I know big and tall. You
Mm-hmm.
3X, 4X, those guys be like 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". You know, they don't have that many options because of their length,
Right.
not because of their width. And you know, you got some of the the women that was requesting uh, big swimwear. Okay, like 3X, 4X. I'm like, that's a lot of material. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of stuff doesn't go past 2X because the labor cost, the shipping cost, all that material, and the factories are asking, "Are you sure? You sure?"
Right.
And and it's just like when you look at it from a fashion perspective, when you look at it like when you go to like fashion weeks or you go to beaches, that stuff is not for obesity. It doesn't promote it.
Right.
It doesn't like it because it looks at it as a self respect. Because people, the real reason people in the fashion industry, when you treat your body well, people are you teaching people how to respect you too. I mean, there's things that happen in life, and you might get injured or something like that, or you might have something that you probably permanently got to take medication for, like a thyroid issue or something like that. That you got to be on medication. It may cause you to gain a little bit of weight, but it's about you taking care of yourself before any happen. And what I would say is, I always encourage people take care of yourself to where you don't have to get to that point because society treats you bad. Like if you like
Right.
they just treat you differently. They look at you differently. Recently, they started um with the airlines. They started making people like really hefty and big and overweight and badly. They start making them.
Yeah, they pay for extra seat. They don't make the seats big enough, or they pay for extra leg room.
Yeah, they make you pay for two seats, and they
Hmm.
just look at you different. They're like,
I mean, and I get it. You're right. You know,
I'm not like I said. I'm not saying that you should treat people bad because they in that condition, but
right.
another part of it is taking self respect. Like for example, I used to get picked on for like my skin issues back in like when I was living up north, but like I was eating bad stuff and I wasn't taking care of myself. Like if you ain't respecting yourself, people are not gonna respect you too. So you gotta
Mhm.
understand where people are coming from. You gotta set the tone on how people will treat you. You gotta come off as like how people should treat you. Okay, let's see what Denise says.
Yeah, I see. She said, "How do you recommend someone begin a healthy lifestyle?" So, first, I would, me personally, I would find an accountability partner. Start, set clear goals. Focus on nutrition. I would get me a book, a fresh journal, get an accountability partner if you need one, if you can't stay on task. Focus on nutrition, what that means to you. Stay active. Prioritize sleep. You have to get sleep at least 6 to 9 hours, somewhere in between 6 hours to 7, 8 hours. Manage your stress. Build healthy habits gradually. And if you need support, get support. And that's where you start. That's how you start. And you start from there. You got to set clear goals. Think about what healthy means to you. Nobody else. You got to think about what healthy means to you. Focus on nutrition. Introduce more whole foods, more whole foods to the diet that you're trying to approach. If it's plant based, if it's pescatarian, if it's vegetarian,
Mhm.
you need to stay active. It can't just be work and home, because life have to be more about work and home. And then you can't be just, oh, let me grab and go. Prioritize your sleep, manage your stress, and get support if you need support.
Yep, yep, yep. Definitely. Grabbing, yeah, the grabbing goes and working.
If you need to meal prep. And it's no such thing as I don't have time.
I don't have money either.
And it's no such thing as I don't have money.
I would say,
When you go to grocery store, you find things that, on Saturday or Sunday after church on Sunday, meal prep. Saturday, meal prep.
dang, just find somebody that'll cook for you. I mean,
Or that too.
just cause I will say this too, just cause it's just from an overall entrepreneur's perspective. Just because you go to work, you work 40 hours a week and come home, that don't necessarily mean that you're not lazy either, because you can be lazy in so many other areas too. You
Right.
can be lacking in a lot of areas, especially the food category. It could be supporting your family, even could be working on your business.
Right.
It could be.
And I'm gonna say, and just remember, it's a journey, not a race. And if you need some help, I'm here, and I do. And even though I'm not cooking and shipping food right now, I do still, for people who don't even live in Florida, I write up 21-day meal plans and I PDF them and email them out if you need a footnote or some help.
Got you. So what my last part of that part of the conversation, what is the most frustrating part about working with people that are trying to get their life together and they kind of stubborn?
It's definitely a challenging topic to approach. Conversations about health often feel personal, and people feel like you attacking them, and they come to me. I don't go to anybody about getting their life right, and sometimes they fall off. And then I think I shared with you a young lady who inboxed me maybe 4 or 5 years ago,
Yep.
and she was trying to get her life right for her husband. And I'm like, okay, you have to do this for yourself. I didn't get on this health journey for nobody but myself. But what I realize is the key is often meeting people where they at and understanding their perspective and offering small achievable steps and not making it overwhelming for myself or them. I will offer them, a meal plan, a PDF recipe, and try to meet them in the middle, because I was getting frustrated and I was shutting down like, no, I can't work with you. And it was getting frustrated. So I just try to meet them where they at and take small steps and offer them small achievable steps and not get overwhelmed, because people will start the journey. Oh, I lost 10 pounds. And yet next time you see them, they 20 pounds heavier. I've been doing this for 8 years, pineapple. And it was not easy. And I'm telling everybody that's listening, it's not meant to be easy. Like I said, it's a journey, not a race. But if you want to be healthy, as just as much time as you put in anything else, you have to invest in yourself. If I didn't invest in myself, if I didn't leave the DMV, I would not be sitting in front of you. I would be dead. So I say, it's very hard to convince anybody to be healthy, but I lived it and I saw it. I know what it looked like. I know what it feel like, and it don't feel good. I saw me and I saw those pictures. When my daughter sent me a picture of me at 290, I'm like, why you ain't tell me? I'm asking her why she ain't tell me. She said, Mom, but I did. Some of the stuff I don't even remember. I only remember because I see it, but I don't remember living it. I don't remember being 290. I only know I was 290 because I see the pictures, because I have the paperwork, because I have the medication. Being plant-based, I have more clarity. I'm more focused. I can think, I can talk. But trying to talk to somebody about being healthy is the hardest thing in the world. So I just meet them where they at. When they call me, I talk to them. I meal prep for people that are deceased today since I've been in Florida. I had one lady, she was every week, she had her own daycare. Every week. She lost 100 pounds. Then she went on a birthday trip. They convinced her to eat everything. When she came back, kidneys failed, dialysis. A month later, she died. You just told me about another young lady. You said, Kosi, so and so passed away. You made her, and I look, I used to meal prep for her. Guess what? Deceased from cancer. I'm not here to try to play the game, and I'm not here to try to convince. I'm here to help. I know what I'm going to do is do what's best. And I'm here to let you know there's a better way if you want it. But it's not easy trying to convince somebody to be healthy. You know pineapple because you've been there. Just like one of our fellow friends, what I do every month, I'm shipping him some muffins.
Yep.
And we both know why. So, but it's not easy. I start with empathy and I acknowledge the person's feelings and their challenges. And I know it can be hard to change, but you can't keep doing the same thing expecting different results. And nothing changes if nothing changes.
Yep. That's true. I really ain't got nothing to really add to that, but you know, yep, yep, yep.
You got to start with the man in the mirror. You got to look in the mirror and say, are you happy with what you see and how you feel? And that's it.
That's it.
I'm not here to lecture. I just know if you want it, just like you go after that next dollar or you want that money for that house, that car, or anything else, gotta take care of yourself.
Yep, yep. That's true. So, are you gonna do any cooking classes? After your next
Yes.
in the summertime, or are you gonna do a cookbook or something
So,
like that?
so unfortunately, I do have to have another surgery because I was in a second car accident in 2022 with my husband, and I end up fracturing my hand, my ribs, and I had severe uh, neck. Something happened with my neck. So I did not have the surgery in 22. I just didn't. And so now I have to get 3 discs removed out my neck, and I am having surgery on April 7th. So I shut down my website and my business, even though I'm still doing a little shipping some muffins and, sea moss. I do sell sea moss and I am shipping muffins. But I shut down my website for right now, though some of my clients still be, hey, Kosi, can you please send me some muffins? Include Mr. Pineapple. So I do, I have been doing a little bit, but the pain has got so severe that it travels down my right side from my ear down my leg. So I am pending surgery, but once I get through my healing process, I'll be in a neck brace for about 6 weeks. Once I get through that, this new community that I'm in, I have been speaking with them possibly about either doing cooking classes with them, but I am going to restart my business. I don't know if I'm going to be meal prepping as far as shipping food out, but I will be shipping out sea moss and I will be shipping out muffins with new muffin recipes. I am working on a cookbook
Okay.
and I am working on publishing my story. But yes, I am going to be doing some cooking classes and start my business back up. I just need to get through a couple months.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. So, in closing, I want to say a few things. This was a productive live. She done got some. Hope you got some information out of this, and I'm hoping that you'll reach out to me or her about your health food journey, health needs. Also, the logo that you see right here, boom, designer of that, designing of the logos and things like that.
Yep.
So also, her muffins are so good. We had to get some footage. We had to get some proof. Got some proof in Daytona Beach, Florida. Hello. How is it?
Lovely.
Lovely.
Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, Kale's kitchen.
This is all the way in Daytona Beach. Omar, owner of Kale Cafe.
You know what this reminds me of? You know I'm greedy. Like, yeah, you look greedy. I used to buy these coffee cakes when I was a kid. They had these two little things in the package.
I think it might have cut off. I think it was like he cut. I think she cut it short, but basically that's his shop is in Daytona Beach, Kale Cafe and Juice Bar. They're on Beach Street. I think they got a new location too. Them guys, they've been doing plant-based food for years. I had a couple of meals out there when I was still living out there. I've known Omar for over 10 years. Always go there, stop there when I'm in town, get the food, man. It's always good fellowship and vibes. When I went there in 2022, man, Omar lost his mind when he had that cinnamon muffin. He's like, wait a minute, hold on, bro. Let me give him the whole case. Case is gone. Case is gone. So yeah, so after she has her surgery, you can go ahead and get your orders and stuff in. So tell the people how to find you, to reach out to you for health tips and recipes and to get some of them legendary muffins.
For right now, you can inbox me on Facebook or Instagram. You can put my Instagram up there. You can follow me on Instagram at Kosi's Healthy Living. You can inbox me on Facebook, or you can even call or text me. Pineapple can give you all my information.
Got you. Yeah, we'll definitely put it in the chat.
And in closing, I would like to say, don't overwhelm yourself, but I would like to say, a healthy life is all about balance. Health is not just about how we live, it's about why we live. It's about being present for the moment that matter, for the people we love, and for the dreams we hold close. And remember, each choice we make is a way of honoring ourselves and our future. So I urge you to take the first step towards a healthier you, not just for your body, but for your spirit, your relationship, and your legacy. Because when we care for ourselves, remember, when you care for yourself, we empower everything and everyone around us. You have the strength to make this change, and the time starts now. And I want to thank you all for being here and for choosing to embark on your journey ahead.
Right, there's your her social media right there. And she's also one of our biggest supporters of the brand, She got almost every garment that we got, even prototypes. So you
My
all
jacket.
got it. You got your jacket, got your name engraved on it. So yeah. So yeah, make sure you go ahead and reach out to her, get your health needs in there. This has been a great sunrise during the day. Feel good. I ain't gotta go live tonight, you know.
Right, you got your Thursday evening to yourself.
Thursday evening to myself. So I prep for this Empanada Festival. Don't forget, we got the Empanada Festival. Come by and get your merch and everything. Come by and get the. Hold on. Is it gonna show up? Oh, I guess it ain't gonna show. I don't know. Is it showing?
Mm-mm.
Mm, I don't know. If it's just having some technical difficulties. But the Empanada Festival is at Prairie Harbor Park from 12 to 8 on Saturday. This Saturday, the 29th. RBC to be there. We'll have some special deals, $15 tees and $5 tank tops, black ones. Go ahead and get your orders in. Till next week, you don't know what angle we coming from. We're gonna also have another phenomenal guest. She's already started promoting on her profile, because they excited to get on the podcast as well. The podcast is getting booked up all the way up until like the middle of June. So that's like 2.5 months out. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about on this podcast. So we want to bring all the resources in the community to where all businesses connect. And maybe you can get your needs and stuff met over here. So, thank you for joining Sunrise Thursdays with Mr. Pineapple. Thank you, Miss Kosi, for coming on. And
Thank you for having me.
oh yeah, we had to get you out here, and it was a lot of engagement during the day. They gonna a lot
Hmm.
of replays, and you know, reach out to you.
Okay.
All
Sound
right.
good. All right.
Oh,
Until next time.
peace.